spontaneous I am, right? Next thing we're going to do is I'm going to do the vegetables first for the main course because they'll take a bit longer, okay? So, and this one doesn't like me at all, does it? No, good man, okay. All right, so I need to get the vegetables on the way because I need to cook, so. Who likes sweet potato? Okay. And who likes Brussels sprouts? I love you all.
Why would we use sweet potato against... Why would we choose sweet potato as opposed to a white potato?
Low GI.
Glycemic index value. Okay, low GI. So does anyone know what that means?
Good for you.
Takes longer to digest. Perfect. Yep. So it will be broken down into glucose over a longer period of time, keeping you fuller for longer.
I'm very much into herbs, right? Thyme and rosemary. So for this one, I love just putting in rosemary, right? It doesn't have to be chopped up like that, just raw. No, raw. Just sprigs of it, right? And when you do it in the bag, yeah, you can actually mix it together. So like, you know, the oil and the vegetables, give it a good shake so it's ready to roast then, right? And I love garlic and Maldon salt. It's the only salt I use. I never use iodized salt. So this way you save making a mess and everything. You can use the bag for the Brussels sprouts next, right? Okay, because Maldon salt is actually not sea, right? Sea salt. Where iodized salt is all the purity has been taken out of it already and it's not much flavour. And actually you need less of this than you do of iodized, and plus it's a better flavour. No, you can use the pink. Just I've been using Maldon since I was a wee laddie. Probably been using it like for 44 years, huh? So in the Brussels sprout, put a little bit thyme. Right. It's a little bit. No, chefs, you know, we don't mix things, huh? That's me.
Over here, I think that, the question was, is there any difference with the Himalayan pink salt?
No. Even like, it's more natural, right? But because of like where I come from and everything, right? Now you forgot me with the salt now. Yeah. Have you seen that guy? It's from the Middle East. He's gone very viral across the whole of the Middle East, where he does his salt like this. So he's gone that popular. Now the Americans have just asked him to open 2 restaurants in America. So as he's famous, you see him at Nasir. Look under Nasir, and you see him everywhere he goes. He's doing like that. So, oh man, sorry, superstitious. So that saves a lot of mess, doesn't it? Because I haven't got an oven, so I've got to be creative here.
So you would normally just pop them into an oven?
Yeah, just put it on a tray in the oven. So, but I've got to cook these, so. Now I'm going to put a little bit of water in this to speed this one up for me, okay? Brussels sprouts, okay? But normally I wouldn't do that anyway, right? When that's going to be going, right, I'm going to show you the stuffing for this, okay? All right, so give me 2 minutes. So I need this to cook a bit before we go in to make the salad for the next one, right?
So I guess one of the really important messages that we hope you take away from today is that Christmas doesn't have to be about overindulgence, but having a little bit of everything, enjoying it, eating it mindfully, and treasuring those moments that you're having with, you know, friends and family and the celebration rather than all of the focus being on food. Yeah.
Okay, let's proceed. So, I won't be able to bang this out today, right? So I'm just going to kind of slice it a little bit open, all right? So this is a corn-fed chicken, right? So you can see by the color, right? This is pure natural. No hormones, no tenderizer, just love, okay? Grow it outside. Yeah, my little thing. So, make the stuffing, show you, all right. I just got to keep an eye on it. If you smell burning, please tell me. Okay, when you've got the chicken, or the spatchcock, or that white things with a lot of water and tenderizer in it, right? Okay, you take the breast off, all right? Your breast is off. The bones has made your sauce if you want, right? And you mince the legs. Like the legs has got a lot of good flavor. So, if you didn't want to do that, you didn't have the time at home, buy the chicken breast, right? And buy the mince, and it's ready for you, right? In a lot of ways, yeah? Okay. So, here's the minced leg. Now, I'm just filling up the rubbish bin here. So I've already done this already for, right? This is onion, right? Leek and corn. It's been sauteed off with some rosemary and thyme, but you can add sage if you want, or marjoram or anything like that, right? And, you know, like the sage and onion stuff, it was always bread in that right days, right? So I actually use quinoa, all right? All right? The correct measurements is in there. It does work, trust me. Say that again?
Did you buy your quinoa from Aldi?
Yeah, I remember I've got one here. Yeah. Yeah, I buy it from Aldi. I do use a lot of quinoa and I think it's very good. I even put it in my bread when I make bread. I put it in hamburgers as well. I do it in my meatballs. So the kids don't know, and I put cheese as well with it, right? So I need 1 egg mixed up. So that 1 egg, the egg is just to bind it, right? It holds it better together, yeah? And every time before I stuff it, I actually I cook a little bit off in a little non-stick pan just to see if I've got enough seasoning in that, right? Okay. Right, I have to move this because it's in the way. All right. It's going again, eh? It's coming down here. Hang on. Switch it off for a minute. If it will go off. This one doesn't want to go off, huh? Okay, here we go. We'll take the skin off. This part actually I take off as well, and I put it into the stuffing as well. All right, so normally I go down the center. Then I put it between Glad wrap and bat it out, right? But if I do it here, I'm gonna have a little synapses. So I'm just gonna try and be a bit creative here. A little bit. So, got my tin foil. I'm a very organized young man, as you see. Tin foil. Just put a drizzle of oil, right? It just helps a little bit. So, I would be a lot more care if it was, I bat it out quite flat so I can turn in the ends, then roll it up. Then I roll it in Glad wrap first, so it's round. then into the tin foil. Now, if you have too much left, I actually make this into separate stuffing, which then you can make for sandwich, all right? Or you can use it for like making little meatballs in it, right? You know. So in we go. The reason I lose leg because there's a lot more flavour in here. You're just using the breast is not as good. Huh?
Same for the thigh, right?
Yeah, the thigh. Sorry, thigh for the mince in it, right?
Yeah,
And yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So that's that done, right? Quite easy, right?